Don't let the bastards ruin you. Don't let the bastards ruin you. Don't let the bastards ruin you. Don't let the bastards ruin you down. Don't let the bastards ruin you. Don't let the bastards ruin you down. In the UK, in the years between 1910 and 1914, there was a strike movement of such proportions that it earned the label of the Great Unrest. Now, that term is disputed amongst historians, but I'm going to cheat, my first cheat of the afternoon, and I'm going to apply it indiscriminately to the entire series of events crossing Europe, America, Australia and South Africa during these years. Dick Geary tells us about Europe. He says, what contemporaries would have noticed more than any other thing about labour activity in the 3 decades before the First World War was the increase in the incidence of strikes and of their scale. There were a major series of strikes in France between 1905 and 1908, and again in 1910-12, in Germany between 1910 and 1914, as well as in Italy and Russia. Between 1902 and 4, there were general strikes in Belgium, Italy, the Netherlands and Sweden, and strikes reached a peak in Spain in 1913. In America, a rising tide of industrial action led to the establishment of a state commission on industrial relations, which some 20, 30 years later actually came to some conclusion in legislation to assist collective bargaining. Its history speaks of near anarchy and military rule in parts of America in the years 1910 to 1915. In 1910 alone, we saw the Bethlehem Steel Strike, a cloakmakers strike, the Chicago clothing workers strike, a Los Angeles strike wave, a general strike in Philadelphia. Somewhat later, in 1919, the government in Canada established a Royal Commission on Industrial Relations on foot of what was described as the Canadian Labour Revolt. So we see a pattern across continents, across countries, of workers struggling to establish a voice in a hostile capitalist society.